I want to assure every citizen, every son and daughter of Igbo State that this project has come to stay.
Minister of Interior Ralph Aregbesola says state governments are to provide feeding and accommodation to inmates in their state. Speaking at a two-day high-level conference on decongestion and correction management, he said the federal government would no longer bear such burdens.
Are now empowered to, first of all, enact their own law, establishing correctional service, and build custodial facilities going forward with that law. States that don't have their own facility, you pay for your inmates. Federal government cannot bear this burden anymore.
Meanwhile, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Arewola, has described the country's custodial centers as dilapidated, adding that congestion was responsible for the poor state and frequent jailbreaks. He said that the criminal sector system must reflect contemporary realities.
This is a reminder of what it should be, and with the fear of the Almighty of the center of our which will also be increased with few to set free those inmates with minor offenses.
Another batch of Nigerians stranded in Sudan have arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The Taco Aviation aircraft carrying 126 evacuees, all students from Port Sudan, arrived yesterday afternoon. They were received by officials of NEMA.
It has done everything possible to bring them back home. These are children of parents like me. Some are making arrangements on how to continue their education. For those who have difficulty, they can liaise with the National Refugee, Migrant, and Displaced Person for a link-up with the Ministry of Education as it concerns their education.
Some of the students spoke to journalists about their experience in the war-torn country.
I think I'm going back to that, but inshallah, in some weeks to come, I will try to pursue my education, maybe in Nigeria or in another country.
Plus, if Sudan has gets well now settled, so we are hoping to go back to Sudan to continue our studies there, inshallah.
I'm very happy, but the experience before is terrible.
I went to Sudan in 8 March 2023. I spent only 2 months in Sudan, and all this crisis happened.
The Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal in Abuja has adjourned the petition filed by Atiku Abubakar for the live coverage of proceedings. Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party and the former vice president, filed an application for an order to allow the live coverage of the daily court proceedings.
We served the other parties a motion for the televising of the proceedings. They explained here that they are still in the process of filing their replies. Therefore, we could not proceed without their input. So we don't want to anticipate their response. That's why the matter and this motion and other motions have all been adjourned to Thursday next week. Definitely on Thursday, every party would have filed his replies.
The controversy rocking the ruling All Progressives Congress has taken another dimension as aggrieved Senate presidential aspirants have openly informed the party that they will disobey the directive to have Senator Godswill Akpabio as the next Senate president. The senators made the declaration while meeting with the APC leadership at the party's national secretariat here in Abuja.
Does not count on what you get most times. Enmity does not count on what you are giving. So what was the president of Obasanjo became president without other Nigerians, with other Nigerians voting, except his constituency. I was with him the day that vote was voted. So vote is not a measurement. What you did not do today, you can do it tomorrow. We had a hurricane in our zone. Nobody could have stopped. President Buhari had 29.9% in Abia in 2019.
Further consultation and insurance in the letter issued, I think, 4-5 days ago. A better consultation. We came for a better consultation, and the chairman and his team promised that they are going to look into the matter. And what's very clear to all of us that is this decision of the party or the president-elect or any other leader.
A point very clear that if the president, in his wisdom, decide to support the balancing of the secularity of this country, we in the North Central, we agree to it. And what next? We should be giving our own dues. That's all we're asking.
Meanwhile, the APC National Chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, while responding to the request of the aggrieved senators, urged them to hold their fire, assuring them that the party leadership will address all grievances in order to ensure a smooth takeoff of the 10th Assembly.
To receive you, to come and express your displeasure for what the world was giving, take us what we have done. As chairman of the APC and member of the National Working Committee, we take responsibility. As chair, I take responsibility for what has gone on air. I don't have to share with you how what you heard got to be heard. I take absolute responsibility for it. And in that spirit, I welcome you to this office on behalf of my colleagues. Yesterday, we received members of the lower chamber who have been those contesting for the speakership for the lower chamber.
Meanwhile, in the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, who is the preferred candidate for the position of the Speaker by the APC, is promising a rank of free election when the House is inaugurated. Tajuddin gave the indication while addressing newsmen in Abuja.
We are gathering momentum day after day. Even the problems we are encountering from some of our contestants, today we have started gaining ground. I assure you that in the next coming, we'll report the progress so far on the number of people who have been able to join the band.
And for some foreign stories now, Britain says it has started supplying Ukraine with long-range cruise missiles, which will allow Ukrainian forces to hit Russian troops and supply dumps deep behind the front lines. Ukraine has been asking for months for long-range missiles, but support provided by Britain and other allies, such as the United States, has previously